You've got to try this sandwich. It's no ordinary sandwich. It's the tastiest sandwich in the sea. Skibidi beat about a boot about a daddy now, yeah.
Hey everybody, I am 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here to review the SpongeBob episode, Jellyfish Hunter. Alright, so Jellyfish Hunter is about when SpongeBob, he's at Jellyfish Fields, he's enjoying another day, and one day he sees this blue jellyfish. He's the only jellyfish that he has never caught, and he names it No Name. But then, it's another day where SpongeBob goes to Krusty Krab. He has a jellyfish patty. He calls it krabby patty with jellyfish jelly. When one of the customers was curious, he actually sang a song about it. Ever since then, Mr. Krabs was wondering why everyone was loving it so much. But it turns out they were popular, so Mr. Krabs now uses jellyfish as a brand for him to get, more cha-ching money. And there you have your episode. And so, how is Jellyfish Hunter for me? Really enjoyable. I really enjoyed this episode. Only flaw I can't say I do have, and don't be surprised here, but it's Mr. Krabs. I just didn't like how Mr. Krabs was using jellyfish just to get more money, but it's really no surprise since he's a cheap crab and he can be a jerk at times. But you know what? It's a really enjoyable episode overall, but I just didn't like how he hurt the jellyfish. The storyline definitely keeps you interested, and the fact that there's a blue jellyfish was really interesting. I really enjoyed that aspect. Plus the fact that there were many funny parts in this episode. There were a lot of very clever and unexpected gags, and they gave me good laughs. And just the whole bond with the no-name jellyfish and SpongeBob, it was just really cool to see. And SpongeBob just trying to catch the jellyfish for the Krusty Krab was an interesting scene to watch as well. Even though Mr. Krabs kept demanding, I said, more, more, more. And the ending of the episode, of course, it's just great all around. It's very funny. And SpongeBob stopping Mr. Krabs, of course. It was just really enjoyable. And, of course, the animation, it always looks beautiful. It's drawn in details, and that's really how much I could compliment the episode. I really enjoyed it. It's got a very good storyline, very good pacing, very good executions. Mr. Krabs is really the only problem of this whole episode, but I always enjoy watching this episode, and it's an episode that gives you a lot of good laughs, and the 11-minute timing. I can't really say any more about Jellyfish Hunter because it's really enjoyable, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you are a SpongeBob fan. So I'm going to go ahead and give Jellyfish Hunter a 9 out of 10.
I say y'all having a good time out there.
The Fry Cook Games, requested by Cooper Stewart 7 and the Movie Freak 226. Dance with me, Tiger. By the way, you guys, the Movie Freak 226 has a channel, aka Brian Mendoza. Very great YouTuber. He does movie-related stuff. If you want to check him out, I'll leave a link to the Movie Freak 226's channel below. But anyways, let's get to the Fry Cook Games. Alright, so the Fry Cook Games is pretty much the games for, the fry cooks, everyone that works at the restaurants. Patrick walks in, he sees that SpongeBob is in the games, but then SpongeBob explains to Patrick that he has to be a fry cook to be in the games, and then he and Patrick and SpongeBob have this argument. Patrick, he decides to go work at the Chum Bucket with Plankton to join the Fry Cook Games. So now this leaves a competition between Mr. Krabs and Plankton, and SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship is at stake here. Alright, so how does this episode hold up for me? It wasn't that good. I'll be honest, I didn't like the episode that much. It's not a terrible episode by any means, but oh my goodness, it could have been better. Storyline's okay, but it just felt boring. It felt pointless at parts. Now don't get me wrong, there are some clever gags in this episode though. Like the fish sticks gag, that cracked me up. The beginning of the episode with the guy burning, oh my gosh, that cracked me up. So there's some moments in this episode that were clever, that gave me good laughs. But overall, it felt weak in terms of the storyline, in terms of it was handled. SpongeBob and Patrick's little competition, instead of it being funny, it just had me rolling my eyes. And then their little insults, like calling each other yellow, pink. I'm sorry, but for me, that's just stupid. Like, it's okay if they come up with insults, but really? That's the best thing you can do for an insult? Yellow! Pink! Oh my gosh. But all in all, it's not a bad episode. Although, the wrestling one at the end and just how it ended, it's just all like, oh, come on, writers. You could do better than that. And while the ending did have me chuckling, like, oh man, you could just expect so much more, really. So overall, it's not a good episode. It's okay. It's enjoyable in certain moments. It's funny in certain moments. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Fry Cook Games a 6.5 out of 10. Subscribe to my channel. Comment to give me your thoughts on the SpongeBob episode. Like and share this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!